basically, I'm the president of the canoe club at the moment. We're one of the smallest clubs, and we don't get the funding that some of the other sports clubs and some of the other societies get. I want to know what you guys are going to do and what you can do to help people like me and the other sports clubs that don't necessarily get the same funding as the football, rugby.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a big problem. We've got, we are an incredibly diverse university, and we have a lot of people that have a lot of interests, a lot of things, okay? Now, when I was in my second year, I'm actually on the rugby team, so I've seen the benefits of the university and the SU putting money into these things, because it's a big program. When I was in my second year, I was elected president of my rugby team, and I got my first taste of SU politics by then being elected onto the Sports Federation. Now, what I did on the Sports Federation was there were 5 of us on this group, and all the money that gets generated from the Wednesday night at Oceana, the Sports Fed night, Oceana here in Brighton, Atlantis and Eastbourne, we decided where that money went. Now, what that is there to do is to help provide money for teams like yourselves that find it hard to get a decent chunk of the budget to do what you want to do. So that money, I made sure that whilst I was on that committee, we sent literally tens of thousands of pounds to teams like yours to make sure that you guys were getting looking. But over the years, that's kind of changed. I think a lot of the larger teams are trying to get money from that now. They've seen the honeypot, and I think we need to ensure that the training is there to make sure that future people coming in and getting elected onto the Sports Fed understand that smaller teams need that funding too. So that is definitely something that needs to be on the agenda for next year. Good question.
Yeah, I totally agree with. You should definitely. The smaller clubs need a louder voice, and collectively they can. The ones in Bucks as well, the football, rugby, all the ones getting the big salaries. I think it should be more of the way Team GB do it. Like, the more successful the team is, or the harder their training, the more money they're getting put into, not just the size of the club. So I think if the club is willing to go heights and represent the uni at a higher level and things like that, then they should be funded more money.
There is a misaddress of funds within our union. There's an imbalance of funds within the different societies. And that is something that definitely needs to be looked at. And it's something that can be looked at. It can be something which is looked at through a process of, like my colleagues pointed out, very simple means of success, how that team is doing, and means of those teams really applying and really having the education from the very start to know how to get that funding.